That mariachi music really makes me proud to be Mexican. It just changes something in my heart that it's just like the type of music really just, it comes from inside. So everyone, as you all know, I'm the Vice President of CLU, and I'm really thankful to CLU because it's just really changed my experience here at MCTC. It's really made me grow into a bigger person, and it's boosted my confidence from here to just another level. And just to tell you a little bit about me, it's my second year here at MCTC, and I'm going to be hoping to transfer to the U of M for dentistry. So I'm currently a dental assistant, and then I'll be a dentist soon, hopefully. So I want to introduce to you our keynote speaker that we have next, and it's an honor to introduce her. She's originally from El Paso, Texas. She went to University of Texas and got her BA, and then she went to the University of Colorado and got her PhD. And currently right now, she is the president of Hennepin Technical College in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. That's correct. And it's an honor to introduce Dr. Cecilia Cervantes.
Minnesota Community and Technical, and why not just say MINSU, right? Minnesota College and University System, MINSU. So I have been the president for finishing my third year, and I came to Minnesota with my husband, Dr. Edmund Cervantes, who is a counselor here at, where's your hands, counselor here at MCTC. But we were most recently in Alameda, California, and I was the president of a 2-year comprehensive community of technical college there called the College of Alameda. So I was there president 6 years. And I think that that's one of the messages that I want to start with in terms of following your dreams and never giving up and pursuing, those dreams and wishes that you have. I love the theme of tonight, un sueño hecho realidad, ¿verdad? Porque cada uno de ustedes han tenido un sueño. Each one of you have had a dream, a goal that you pursued. And by doing that and not giving up, you have realized your dream. You have met your goal of receiving either a certificate, diploma, or degree here at MCTC. In working with Rose, she told me that usually Phil Davis, MCTC's president, would be here, but we changed the evening and he couldn't be here. And he is a dear friend of mine and a real supporter of education for all, including Latino Chicanos here at MCTC. So it is an honor to be a fellow president with Phil in the MINSU system. So the way that I follow my dream that I want to share with you has to do with the fact that my husband and I, after marrying, he actually moved ahead of me to Denver, Colorado, from El Paso, Texas, where we were born and raised. And he moved to work on his PhD, and of course right after we married, then I moved too. And initially I didn't really think I was going to work on my PhD, but I started working, I already had my bachelor's and my master's, and I started working at a college, Metropolitan State College of Denver. It's a 4-year college there, which happens to be on the Auraria campus in Denver. And the campus houses a 2-year college, a 4-year college, and the University of Colorado. So I was a faculty member for 6 years at Metro State College, and realized that if I wanted to stay in higher ed, that I needed to pursue my PhD, as my husband was doing, so I started the program too. So we really helped each other out quite a bit. Edmus finished his PhD in 1 year before me, and I finished the same year that our son was born. So he helped watch little Rafael while I finished my dissertation in the basement, at our home in Denver. So, we really helped each other quite a bit in finishing our doctoral degrees, which we knew that we needed. So that is one of the advices that I have, the pieces of advice, that education is really the key, and continuing on with finishing your degree, whatever that may be, whether it's an AA, a BA, master's, or a doctoral degree, you can do it. You know, you really can do it. And, you know, I think that the support that you get from the Chicano Latino Unidos Club, your peers, your faculty, your counselors, advisors like Rose, events like this, as Gladys said, you know, she really built her confidence and her self-concept in terms of what she could do and how she could do it by participating and learning from each other. And, you know, if one of you is down, I'm sure this has happened, if one of you is down at a particular time, didn't study enough, you know, the others will build you up and give you that encouragement, you know, que sí se puede, ¿verdad? Como dijo César Chávez, que sí se puede. Y como estaba pensando aquí entre todos ustedes, que sí se pudo, because you did do it, you know? You did do it, and that's why we're here celebrating. The other thing that I like to do at occasions like this, in which we are celebrating, in which we are so excited to have reached our goal, realized our dreams, is to think back on some of the role models that have encouraged me along the way. And I encourage you and hope that you do the same, whether it be family members, whether it be somebody at the college, whether it be other individuals that you have studied in your classes. And when I was at the University of Texas at El Paso, working on my PhD degree and minoring in Chicano studies, I got to study, you know, the history of Mexico and the history of so many heroes and heroines, you know, that have contributed to the history of Mexico. So there's a couple, you know, that I wanted to mention tonight that I think about often still. And of course, one of them is the only full-blooded indigenous president of Mexico, Benito Pablo Juárez Garcia. And, you know, he accomplished a lot coming from a Zapotec background in Oaxaca, working in the fields as a shepherd and in raising corn with his family. He moved to the capital and started, people saw in him, you know, something that they knew that he could accomplish much more, but of course education was the key. So when he started school, he was illiterate. And interestingly enough, he did not know Spanish. He only knew Zapotec, the language spoken by the Indians, those Zapotec Indians in Oaxaca. So, you know, that's very interesting because oftentimes immigrants, those that come from backgrounds of a language different from English, you know, we go through a lot of difficulties and challenges and sacrifices, you know, but yet look at what the future leader and president of Mexico did, Benito Juárez, in continuing with his education and not giving up, and in, you know, serving 5 terms as the president and seeing Mexico through some very challenging and difficult times, bringing back the republic, overthrowing the empire, you know, doing so much, bringing in liberal ideas and models to assist Mexico to move forward, adopting some of them even from the United States, interestingly enough. So Benito Juárez is someone that I really look to and think about as someone who I emulate and who I want to borrow some of his qualities. And I guess my favorite quote, which many of you I'm sure have heard, of Benito Juárez, entre los individuos como entre las naciones, el respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. Among individuals as among nations, respect for others is peace. So his message, his accomplishments, his courage to me is very, very important, and I love the life and the accomplishments of Benito Juárez. So another